It started with silence, then a sudden explosion. On June 22nd, an unexpected shift sent shockwaves through Spotify's US chart. Jimin's Who, a song released nearly a year ago, suddenly leaped 51 spots in a single day. From number 153 to 102, it wasn't just a jump. It was a statement, a whisper that turned into a roar. And for those who followed his journey, this wasn't just another chart update. This was proof. He's still rising. Let's step back for a moment. The Western music industry moves fast. Songs trend, burn bright, disappear. But Jimin? He's quietly defying time. His second solo album, Muse, came out in July 2024. A deeply introspective project. Raw, poetic, vulnerable, especially the title track, Who? A haunting question wrapped in melody. Who am I when the stage lights go off? Who sees me when I'm no longer BTS's Jimin? There were no Western features, no high-budget push, just Jimin. Bare, real, exposed. And yet, that quiet honest, that's what resonated the loudest. On day one, Who debuted at number 18 on Spotify US Daily Chart. A record-breaking moment for a non-collaborative Korean solo track. And it didn't stop there. 137 days in the top 10, 325 total days on the US chart. The longest charting Korean solo song in Spotify US history. A foreign language track. A year later, still standing, still streaming, still healing people. And the numbers? 367.81 million US streams post-filter. The most streamed Korean song ever on Spotify, the second most streamed Asian song of all time. 2 Jimin solo songs with 100M plus US streams. Who? Like crazy. No features, no gimmicks, just him. That's not just success, that's legacy. And the album behind it all is the first and only K-pop solo album to chart on Spotify's US weekly top albums for 45 consecutive weeks, nearly a full year. No English versions, no group safety net, no grand rollout, just art in its purest form. The industry called him K-pop one-top power. But fans, they gave him a name that said more, Jimerica. It started as a joke. Now it's a reality. A map where his voice echoes in cafes, cars, and hearts across the US. Where a Korean soloist doesn't just trend, he stays. So what makes this moment so powerful? Because in a world chasing algorithms, Jimin made something timeless. Because in an industry obsessed with metrics, he moved people. Because behind every stream is a story. Someone who cried to Who, someone who whispered it into their pillow, someone who healed while it played in the background. And now, almost a year later, without a single push, Who is rising again. No TV shows, no music videos, no tour, just a song, reborn through love. This isn't about K-pop anymore. It's not even just about charts. It's about what happens when an artist tells the truth, and people listen. It's about what music becomes when it's felt, not just heard. And if this is what Jimin can do with one song, after a year of silence, just imagine what's coming next.